Presently, Chris Paul is being owed 3.6 million, which is still within the veteran minimum. Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Taiwo Onajobi, your host on Ladunasis Maple Sports. Today's just a short video, just to bring some updates based on some side talks I've been hearing around the NBA. I just got information that Chris Paul has been waived, and I felt bad about it because he's one of the players that embodies a lot of, areas of I kind of reason the same way he does because he's a player that has been through a lot, coming from a tough background where, he struggled while growing up, practically, grown in an environment where he never believed that he could come out of it. But he's had a wonderful career. And just like I said in a couple of my previous discussions around the LA Clippers, they've won only 5 out of 21. So they are 5 of 16. It's not really a good optics for the team. And even though they have a star player that is always plagued with injuries all throughout the season, they'll probably have to make some tough decisions going forward. And this is just one of them. A lot of people have been saying the LA Clippers have been going through what I call their honeymoon. After a while, the honeymoon will stop and reality will set in. A lot of people are not happy to go and watch LA Clippers anymore. Nobody wants to pay for tickets to go and watch their matches, and the team has to take a tough decision. Lawrence Frank, who is head of basketball operations, is going through a tough time, and he has said it that this has nothing to do with scapegoating. Chris Paul has been asked to go, and I believe more would come. Presently, Chris Paul is being owed 3.6 million, which is still within the veteran minimum. And from what I'm seeing, they'll probably just have to buy him out. Those kind of monies are small monies for billionaires. They'll probably just buy him out, pay off that money, and create some kind of roster spot so that they can go ahead into the market and try and see if they can get somebody better. But however, their poor performance has really, in the entire league is just talking about them, is crisis for me. They've lost 14 of their last 16 games. It is not good at all. And their most injured player is just getting a lot of money, still earning at a very high level, but is not around to produce. Bradley Beal's injury is also part of what is causing more problems for them. Bradley Beal is a shooting guard that was gotten to come and help the team, even though he's around the age where a lot of his draft class are already retiring. A lot of people within that joined the league around the time he also joined are already retiring. So it's becoming a tough one for people like him to be in the league for too long, especially with his injury history. Now he has an hip injury. Hip injury is out for the entire season. So it means that you don't even have him available to help the team this season. So what you need to do now is Chris Paul that is healthy, you have waived him. You need to do something about Bradley Beal. He too has to go. Probably just pay him out, even though he's still earning money from Phoenix Suns. He's still on the Phoenix Suns roster. And you are still paying him as well because you gave him a 2-year deal. 2-year, about 10 million or slightly above 10 million if you add all the other benefits. So for me, the front office should take drastic decisions because you cannot keep doing the same thing and expect the same result to continue to happen. So it means that more will come. There's going to be a major shakeup for the LA Clippers. Unfortunately, Chris Paul now happens to be the first one that is, getting to this situation. Now, I like to look at the numbers just to be able to give an idea of why this decision would have been taken long ago. Even from the bench, he's playing at age 40. At the beginning, before he joined, he accepted a more reduced role with this team because he had already known the optics, the way it was going. To challenge in the West is going to be very difficult. So he decided to take a reduced role. He has been doing 40 minutes per game, but he's averaging 2.9 points and 3.3 assists. He's not playing at that high level when he was the point guard that was distributing. Even the same team in Phoenix Suns that got to the final is not that same Chris Paul. So, yes, he's a veteran. He understands the sport, but he's getting to the end of his prime. Or getting to the end of his career, not really his prime per se. So, this was planned long ago because he had been DNP'd, which means the coach has said he should not play on multiple matches, going to more than 10 matches so far that I've seen that he has been on DMP, where the coach said do not play at all. So it means that the coach has run out of options. I don't know if they will sack him as well, but the way he's going, things are getting out of hand, and the Lob City is going to be a very, very different vibe entirely. They're going to try and improve on some kind of roster flexibility, because once he has gone, the initial 14-man squad becomes 13, and they'll probably have the opportunity to go for maybe a Malik Beasley, who is a better shooter and shorter guy. I mean, it's quite not short per se in the NBA sense of it, but he's a better shooter than, it's more of a, he's played more of, he has played forward roles before, but he's a good shooter, and he can also play the role of a shooting guard sometimes, in the NBA. So I feel they should be able to go for a Malik Beasley. Nobody has gone for him yet. Go for him and try and take a decision before 15th of December, because 15th of December is either you pay him his 3.6 million, or you decide to do a buyout, or maybe trade him. Now, if you're going to trade him, you still give him the opportunity to do his retirement tour. He has already said he was going to retire at the end of this season. So any team that takes him just knows that they probably want to give him an opportunity to have that final 1 year. And, you know, players at this level, they also want to be able to enjoy the fact that they are living at their own terms, not because they didn't get a team. And that's what happens in the NBA. If you're looking at economical state of things, these players already have enough money. They have investments that can take care of them and their families. And they also have the opportunity to either go back to coach, or maybe go back and do punditry, or talk as a sport analyst on Amazon, or even on ESPN, as the case may be, because they have that level of connection. However, or maybe they can go to an high school team and be a coach. But if you look at it generally, there's a symbolic reset going on in the NBA. And this symbolic reset means that a lot of teams are beginning to wake up to reality and stop paying high amount of money for some so-called talents. Right now it's about results. I feel if they are confident enough to be able to take much tougher decisions, because I believe in saying the truth. Just say it the way it is. Kawhi needs to go. Kawhi needs to leave the Los Angeles Clippers team for them to move forward. Get whatever draft capital you can get and move forward. You understand? It should not be that you have a player that is the weapon fashion against the team. You understand? Kawhi needs to go. You understand? Once he can go, they can now move forward. You understand? It has already happened, and it has happened. He's not healthy enough. He has earned a lot of money. Pay him off and let him go. That's just what I'm saying. There's a symbolic reset going on in the NBA. And for me, it's going to affect a lot of people. And that's why in one of my videos, I was telling Ja Morant, he should sit up. The NBA is no more playing. This is not America. Sit up. Whatever money you can earn, hold it with one hand. And watch the way you go about taking financial decisions, because the NBA, they can cut you off anytime. If you look at the culture for LA Clippers, what happened for Blake Griffin a couple of years ago in 2018, it kind of mirrors this. The moment they notice that they want to go in a different direction, is their stars that are affected. You know, they just let them go. When the direction just changes, they either trade their stars or they pay them off to go. And right now in the league, there's now a new flexibility. What they are doing now is they will waive a player and stretch the remaining salary. You will be on the books, but that roster spot will still exist, so that they can go and pursue other better players that can help them, you know, be in a position to be able to challenge, you know, within the Western Conference. Right now is a bit too late. The team cannot do anything this season. They should just use this season for reset. Go back to that symbolic reset. Some of their heavy earners need to go, get some draft capital back, maybe second round picks or first round protected picks, and see what you can do, you know, around that roster. Brook Lopez came, and now Brook Lopez is now being asked to sit down or sit out of some matches. You know, this is a guy that you brought from Milwaukee, you understand, to come and help, you know. And right now, you're even asking him to sit on the bench. So right now, the coach is out of ideas because he can only work with what he has. So I just hope he is not a victim of this, where the institution now decides that, oh, they are going in a different direction, the coach will also follow. I just hope this doesn't happen. But nevertheless, I really wish them well. You know, everywhere good. Let's still see how it goes. I'm still a Los Angeles Clippers fan, and this was just a short update when I heard about the news. I resonate well with Chris Paul, and now that he has been asked to go home, hopefully a team comes for him and give him the opportunity to have that retirement road games where he would do some kind of retirement farewell, because every city he now goes, they know that it's his last season, so they give him the opportunity to do that road game, retirement farewell across every city where he's going to play. Because once he retires from the game, it's only when you're on the team you have to travel around different cities to play. Even though you're not going to play with the team, you get 5 minutes. So it's just like a tour. They call it a retirement tour. It's something that LeBron James will be looking forward to doing as well, as he, tries to just close this chapter of his career and stuff. So, but the good thing is in LA, he's with his family. So he's spending quality time with his kids now and stuff. So I really wish him the best and, better things to come. So it's me again once I get the opportunity to, stand in front of you guys. It's always a pleasure and an opportunity. So this is Landonasis Maple Sports, bringing you quality and premium sports across board. Your commentator, analyst, and unapologetic fan of the game. This is 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Have a wonderful day ahead and God bless. Thank you.